We are still awaiting the MPD report to get a more complete picture of what happened in the month of November in terms of hardware and software sales, but we do have a revelation from Sony regarding the sales of the PS4, as the console continues to see success. As of the 6th of December, it has now sold over 50 million units. Now, I just want to clarify that according to Sony at least, that's sold through to consumers, not shipped. So that's 50 million PS4s or Pros or Slims in the hands of consumers. And this does include the PS4 Pro. Now, apparently, this latest milestone was partially fueled by Black Friday. Hardly a astounding revelation, but they did say that the Black Friday was the, quote, best ever Black Friday week in the history of PlayStation. And their Black Friday week was from November the 21st to the 27th. Now we also have some info on the software side of things for the PS4's attach rate. In May, when Sony announced the 40 million sales of PS4 consoles, the company said they had sold 270.9 million copies of PS4 games at both retail and digital, for an attach rate of 6.77 games per system. As of yesterday, software sales are now up to 369.6 million copies, which brings the attach rate up to 7.39. Now, just in case you're unaware, I'm sure most of you know, but I just want to say just in case, that the attach rate is the number of games sold per console. And to be honest, these figures are damn impressive. As I said, the last time we heard a milestone figure from Sony was back in May, which was 40 million. So they've had a 25% increase since then, as well as an increase in the attach rate as well. Now, it is interesting that they have the comment about it being the best Black Friday for PlayStation, as of course we had that report shortly after Black Friday which said that Xbox won in the US on that particular holiday. But we're talking Black Friday week here, so do keep that in mind. However, to round things up, we also have a comment from Andrew House, who's President and Global CEO of Sony, and he said, quote, "We're truly delighted that the PS4 community continues to flourish since launch 3 years ago." Now, them hitting this impressive 50 million mark does mean that they are well on their way to be hitting their forecast sales for the PlayStation 4. Sony did say back in May when they announced that 40 million figure that they wanted to sell an additional 20 million by the end of its current fiscal year, which concludes March 31st, 2017. So they're pretty well on their way to being on curve for the PS4. Now, will this drop off at all? That is very well possible, as of course this does include the Pro. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens next year with the release of the Scorpio, and of course the games that continue to come out and how good the PS4 Pro support actually is obviously going to have a knock-on effect on the sales of the console. But for now, Sony continues to do really well. Now, I'll keep my eyes peeled for the MPD report, which of course will give us a more complete picture of the industry for the month of November. But until then, congrats to Sony, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.